Welcome to the Shitbox Shed, episode 6 of the motherfucking Honda Element truck build. And I'm just gonna get right to it. I got a bunch of priming to do. I've had a couple comments, a little bit too much of this, not enough of fucking this. So I'm going to frappe le singe. No way, I think that means spank my monkey. I'm going to fermer la bouche, and I'm just gonna do the work. And show a bunch of videos of me priming a bunch of shit. And then I'm gonna weld the fucking shit on, and we're gonna see a truck in no time. Let's see this there. I said I wasn't going to film putting back this trailing arm, but I just thought I'd show how ridiculous this is. This bolt at the bottom of the shock was so seized in there, I cut off the one side and tried to pull it out, and it didn't come out. And I cut off the other side, and I still can't hammer it out. So now I am hitting it with a torch for a long time, and then I'm going to hit it with a big punch. And luckily I have a couple extra old shocks kicking around so I can... Something really magical happens when you hawk a shit in the woods. What's that? Wrong audio? Oh, sorry. Old cars have this intrinsically amazing spirit to them. And some of them, like old people, are just screaming to be put to their death and put down into a fiery grave. This isn't one of those cars. This is one of those cars that is just screaming for a new life, screaming for a rebirth. And like a lot of rebirths happen through fire, we're not going to do it this way. And if we do a bunch of little small fires, it's going to be through every pinpoint accurate weld that we throw into the body of this mother sucker. So yeah, that's fucking ridiculous that I had to go to that length to cut off part of the seat of the shock to get this out. A little bit annoyed, but hey, that's cars for you. So I'm gonna tack in these in place. I'm not sure I like this hard 90 yet, but I'm just gonna tack it in place, and then I can always cut back a little bit of it on both sides and put in an angle piece. And then if I tack it in place, it just allows me to keep working up here. This piece I warped so badly when I welded this that I might actually cut it out and put it in another piece. But I'm just gonna throw on the other video and some music, and we're just gonna get to it, and then I'm just gonna keep building. But this is the last bit of the cab to be boxed in, and then the cab is completely closed in. So it's looking really good. Everything's closed in, painted behind most of it, and I gotta do a little bit of welding here on this side, a little bit of grinding, a little bit of welding, and I guess I have to kind of fill in this little triangular piece and then this little gap here, and then I can weld the bottom of this piece to the actual frame. I have little tabs on it, but yeah, just gonna get on it.
When I feel the earth call, 'cause I know I've been here before. When I'm going out on my own.
Alright, so I made this piece originally for a piece, but things kind of moved a little bit. So now I'm using it as a jig. I don't know if you can see the marks on there, but I put some chalk marks exactly where it's going to line up. And then I'm going to bring it over to my other piece. Boom, set it on there. I know exactly what square I need to cut out, how I need to change my line here and on the back. And then I'll make another one of these bottom pieces, and I'll use this as a jig for the other side. I'll just use that side of it.
More healing in my heart. I want to know the way, yeah. I want to know the way. So I'm dancing with spirit. Close my eyes and feel it. Bring me back to myself, to those visions I won't tell. I surrender to your grace, to your frequency, your taste. I surrender to the one.
So I went on a slutty little road trip yesterday. Met some fucking cool sluts in neighboring city. And look at this fucking shit. I got a hood. I got a tail light. Ooh, fancy, it's not even broken. And I got a fucking tailgate. What? So, shout out to Drake. you slutty motherfucker. You're a fucking rad dude. And I'm super pumped to get these things thrown into the shit box. And we'll be fucking ripping, because then I don't have to fabricate and fuck around with the other one. Oh yeah, good dude. Thanks, bro.
To those visions I once had.
Alright, I just ran out of wire, so I'm gonna leave the video there. Just welding in these pieces. I kind of fabricated some little pieces to go in here. I'm not dead set on them yet, but kind of sit on there on that angle that matches the hatch. And big episode. I mean, we got this whole cab basically boxed in this one episode. Next episode, we will throw that back tailgate on. I think I'm gonna have to unseat or unweld one of those side mounts so I can fit it in there. It's just such a tight fit, and then just trim it down. So basically I'll be priming that, trimming that down, unseating that. We'll get that on. We will work on getting these top pieces finished, and then I'll start fabricating the trim pieces around. So next episode we'll enclose this whole thing in, and it'll all be done, and then we'll start throwing the back parts on. We'll get it all put together. But that's it for this one. That's it for episode 6. I fucking love you. Keep it real. Keep your dick on the ice. Namaste.